Hello and welcome, ladies and gentlemen, to Halloween Havoc. We are going to be doing the predictions for Halloween Havoc. As of this recording, I haven't decided just yet whether I'm going to be doing a watch along or a review show just yet. I have work and all of that stuff that I need to work around and think about what I'm going to do, and it depends how tired I'm going to get. So it is all about we're going to be doing predictions. We may add it onto the KayFabe Report, my review show on that. With that, we will see. But today we're going to be doing the predictions for NXT's Halloween Havoc 2025, and we're going to be doing that right now. Right, so we are here now, ladies and gentlemen, to talk about Halloween Havoc that is coming up. I have just filmed the KayFabe Report that will be coming out Sunday, where I've just watched NXT. So I thought once I've finished watching NXT on Friday, I'm going to release my prediction show for WWE 2K. I was going to say WWE 2K25. No, NXT's Halloween Havoc, the spookiest time of the year. Fucking hate Halloween. But we're going to be discussing the matches. Going to go through them all. So if you haven't already, make sure to hit. Hold on, I've got a thing for this. Powered by StreamYard. Here we go there. Hit the like, hit the subscribe. Exactly like what they're doing. And you will get instant notification. I'm going to move my camera over here. A little bit different today. Excuse me. Fucking shit. Because I have all of my stuff over this side of the screen. So I thought, as you can see behind me, I am currently also watching England versus Australia, women's under-20 rugby cricket World Cup. Currently having an advert. So you'll probably see the cricket on in the background, and I do apologise. Not really. So yes, we're going to be doing Halloween Havoc predictions for you here tonight. And I'm actually really excited for this because I'm really looking forward to the show. It's got a lot of great matches and it's a lot of way of doing things. So let's kick things off with one of the matches I think is going to be absolutely brilliant. It's Dr. Wagner Jr. going up against Ethan Page. And this is going to be, I think, one of an absolutely incredible match. And I think this is going to be a lot of fun. This is a Day of the Dead match for the Men's North American Championship for Ethan Page's title. I'm not sure how this is going to go. You don't want to bury your AAA champion. And also at the same time, Ethan Page has been so good that you just cannot knock him at all whatsoever. And I think he's absolutely brilliant. He's the current AAA Latin American World Champion. With that, yes, I had to just make sure because I knew he was a champion, but I couldn't fucking remember. And I think Dr. Wagner Jr., when I watched the AAA Worlds Collide, when he won that championship, was absolutely phenomenal in that match. I'm really excited to see exactly how this match goes. I think Ethan Page is on a roll. I think he would be. I think his time is coming to an end in NXT. I think he really needs to make his move up to Raw or SmackDown. I think he really needs to make his way with Chelsea Green over to Raw or SmackDown and be over there. I think that they would be a superb trio of way to do things. I think the way that he could project himself and do things on Raw or SmackDown, he would be absolutely hated by everyone. And that's the perfect way to be the great heel there in Raw or SmackDown. So I'm excited to see what he does. I think Ethan Page is going to win this. I think this is going to be one of those matches where Ethan Page does come out on top. And it's going to be one of those matches where it will be like a really great ending to it. So I'm excited to see what he does there. Next up, we have got the Broken Ones versus the Stake of Dark. We saw on NXT recently that brother Nero and the Broken Hardy is back. They will be going in. This is going to be a broken rules match for the NXT Tag Team Championships. Can the State of Dark be able to put down the future WWE Hall of Famers, the Hardy Boys? No. It will be the Hardy Boys coming out on top of this. This is going to be a batshit fucking crazy match that we will be seeing. We're seeing that the WWE are creating more AI generated stuff. With the news that they're going to be creating more AI written stories from this, but also at the same time, I feel like the Broken Hardy ones are just absolutely going to take this to another level. More tag teams are going to go up against them, and it's going to get interesting. The tag team division looks a little bit spare at the moment in NXT, but it's growing. You've got OTM that's back. You've got Hank and Tank as well. You've also got Chase University there. I'm also very thankful that Josh Briggs is not on this show here tonight, so I'm also very thankful for that. But this is going to be a fun match, and seeing Matt and Jeff Hardy on my TV screen is never a dull day, is it? So very, very, very excited for that one. Next up, we're going to go with something that I'm going to call an interesting, biggest storytelling match of the night. There is no WWE graphic as of this recording, as I've done this for Zaria versus Blake Monroe, and this will be for the Women's North American Championship. We know that Sol Ruger has relinquished type thing the Women's North American Championship, as she will be unable to compete at Halloween Havoc. Zaria is someone who has said that she will now step up and try and defend the Women's North American Championship in her honor. Now, I want to go back. I will say this on Sunday on the NXT show when I do the KayFabe report when that comes out on Sunday. But what I will say is I do not trust Sol Ruger. I don't know why. She's a phenomenal athlete. But that woman, Zaria, needs to be released. But Blake Monroe is going to win the North American Championship. She will be gaining this. Sol Ruger will be losing her mind because they didn't win. She didn't win in her honor and feels all this and all of that. And then the story's going to get to a point where Zaria is going to be released like a bloodhound, and she's going to run through the division. It has to be. Zaria is way too big of a character and performance-wise for her to be left behind with Sol Ruger. Sol Ruger's got 6 months left before she's in Raw or SmackDown, probably after Mania. She's already making waves with Charlotte Flair and Alexa Bliss, calling her, giving praise to her as well. You've got Bayley giving her praise. She's on Speed as well. It's not on Speed, doing the Speed Championship. So Sol Ruger has so much away of her that there is a massive hole that's being missed on the main roster in the women's division that needs to be filled, and that fill will be by Sol Ruger. It needs to be a way where Zaria can absolutely annihilate Sol Ruger, where she is written off TV, and she turns up 3 months later, 2 months later on Raw or SmackDown. I think that's how it's got to be done. And I'm interested to see what they do with this. But Blake Monroe for me, I didn't even say, did I say what I think? Yeah, Hardy's are going to win. Ethan Page is going to win. And Blake Monroe is going to pick up her first women's championship in WWE. And it won't be her last. She will be doing that. I don't see her hanging around long in NXT either. I think the women's division, especially on SmackDown, is missing a Blake Monroe. And so I'm looking forward to seeing what they can do with that. Next up, while I have a sip of a beveragino, by the way, Apple Tango, if you're watching this, please, for the love of God, sponsor me. Next up, we got this AAA versus TNA and NXT Tag Team Championship, La Parka and Mr. Iguana versus Leon Slater and Javon Evans. This is just going to be a fun match. I think this is going to be slotted in the middle. I think this is just going to be a lot of fun. I think Slater and Javon Evans are going to win. But there's also this question around now of what's this dynamic between Slater and Javon Evans? Is this going to be a long-term tag team? Is this going to be someone's going to turn on the other? But at the moment, I think they're just having fun, and that's exactly what we want to be seeing in NXT, a fun-filled tag team. And to see this match going to be taking place on NXT, on Halloween Havoc, is going to be a lot of fun. I'm really looking forward to this. I think the whole dynamic of Halloween Havoc has now stepped up a notch. I'm really excited to see the way that this goes. You've got two competitors that are same against two competitors that are different. You've got so many different ways of looking at this. La Parka with his dancing is going to be a lot of fun. Mr. Iguana with La Lesta going into this as well. I'm really, really excited for this. And I'm a massive Mr. Iguana fan after when I watched the first ever Worlds Collide with AAA. Seeing that and seeing him in that really, really took me to another level of how much I liked him. So that's going to be fun. I'm going to go with Javon Evans and uh, Leon Slater, the Brit from Bradford. We'll be picking up the victory there. Next up for us, we're going to be talking about this. Jacy Jayne versus Tatum Paxley. And this match will be a singles match for the NXT Women's Championship. Now, if you watched NXT earlier on this week, you know that Tatum Paxley lost to Jacy Jayne in a tag team match. Massively wrong decision in my eyes. Absolutely horrific decision there that was by Shawn Michaels, Ava, and the creative team there to get your number one contender to get pinned because you've done two bad things here. You've got Jacy Jayne now, who's going to have the upper hand going into this, and she's got Lainey Reed that's just joined in because the other one was a load of shit. And then you've also now got Fallon Henley, who is just a pile of shit, hanging around as well, who just is not entertaining me at all whatsoever, any square inch of things. But you've got Tatum Paxley here, who's going into her first ever TV main championship PLE shot, and you've got her to lose beforehand. If she loses again at Halloween Havoc, you're now looking at things going, what's the fucking point in doing this in the first place? If you get her to win, she's now going to be she's going to be an not believable champion because she's already lost. You want your champions to be believable, but to be winning. Like Jacy Jayne, as much as the flaws that I do not agree with her being champion, she has got the technique to be a champion, to be good. I'm just bored. But Tatum Paxley had this opportunity now where you seem to have done it. You've got the culling that could cost her this championship to make things interesting. But who cares? This is the match where I'm so disappointed because I don't care. But we will see. Right, in our main event, we will most probably be having this. Ricky Saints versus Trick Williams. Trick Williams will be looking to gain himself his third NXT World title, while Ricky Saints looking to defend the NXT World title for the very first time since beating Obafemi in the previous PLE. Not seen Obafemi since. And Trick Williams, his first shot at a title after losing the TNA World Heavyweight Championship, Bound for Glory. So it's one of these matches where this could go anywhere. I think Ricky Saints is going to ultimately pick up the win. Also, what I said, I didn't say this. I think Jacy Jayne's going to win, but I hope Tatum Paxley. But I'm going to say Jacy Jayne. With this one as well, I'm going to get into that in a sec. But I do think that this match is going to be one of those interesting factors where I feel like we're looking at a possibility here of Trick becoming the first ever 3-time NXT World Champion. Ricky Saints also looking to become to do his first defense, and you've got this match where you could have anyone beat anyone and it would be absolutely fine. Crowd on NXT when they did the contract signing was so 50-50 split with the promos that they were doing, so both believable as champions as well, and both of them could go on to be absolutely miraculous during this match. So for me, I'm going to go with Ricky Saints, but I wouldn't be surprised if NXT pulled a swerve and got Trick Williams to win it. But I'm interested to see exactly what happens. I think Obafemi probably returns at the end of this and does a showdown for the next PLE after this, before Obafemi then goes off to Raw or SmackDown. But this is going to be a phenomenal PLE. And with this, I think I'm going to do a couple more predictions as well with the overall. For match of the night, I'm going with this. I think that this is going to be a match of the night, and I think the one that's going to showcase the best is going to be this one. I think Blake Monroe and Zaria are going to be the biggest showcase in this match. I think they're both going to give stuff to each other that they haven't done before in WWE so far, and I think that they're both the best counteraction superstars there could be in the shows. So I'm interested to see how it goes. We will be looking at my predictions to see if how much of a plonker I spoke about the whole thing. But at the same time, we're going to end it there. So thank you guys ever so much for watching. We will be back potentially for a live watch. Just subscribe, and it will show you exactly what I'm gonna be doing. Probably watch a